Hello, it's Andrew Doherty here again with Waterford Harbour Tides and Tales. And today I'm after bringing you to the Faithlegg Pill, or sometimes called the Woodlands Pill. If we turn around, so obviously the golf course of Faithlegg is just in there, and across the river is the Port of Waterford, and that's the Ford Channel, which we've seen before, and the King's Channel leading up again to Waterford. So that's Little Island in the middle of the two, and that's Blenheim, and then this is Woodlands, and there's the entrance there into the Pill. So in the past there was a bridge across there when I was a child, and many's the time I walked from Cheap Point through Faithlegg, through the Oak Wood, over that bridge up through Woodlands and down into Jackmeads. Unfortunately it was knocked in the 90s, probably insurance or some such. And interestingly, on some of the old maps it shows a gate or a sluice, so to hold back the water. And fascinating enough, there's also marked an old water mill a long way further up, and actually there's nothing of it remaining. I've been up there many a time and there's no sign of anything. Apparently when those maps were made, all that could be seen were the footings, so it was completely taken away and removed for whatever reason. And there's also a couple of lime kilns up here, and look, hopefully we might be able to see one of those on this little trip. I'm going to pause it, put out the oars and go through the old one. Now, and we're back, and we're just going to go through. I gave her a couple of shots of the paddles. You can see the extent of it there. Like carts could go across it. I think tractors went across it. We certainly walked across it. You get a sense of the flow of that tide coming in there now too. The speed of it's off. And we come in, and I can imagine when the tide was in, if that was closed off, it would have been a fair expanse of water in here. You might just be able to see inside there. There's an old lean-to boathouse. There's an entrance piece into it there. Fairly straightforward the way it was constructed. I don't know how old it was, but I know the Del Sal brothers, when they were using Faithlegg, they had a boat in it, and I presume the remains that are in there are probably dating to that time. You can see up now all the old, beautiful old trees, a lot of oak, a lot of fine trees there. Nice mix. It's a real little haven. So calm and peaceful in here. Anyway, we'll continue up a little bit. I'll pause it and I'll come back to it in another little while. Now, welcome back. So I'm after coming up a couple of 100 yards. You can see it's absolutely glorious. And the sun is shining. It's a beautiful evening. But you'd never imagine we were only a couple of miles from Waterford City. Faithlegg House is only over those trees. That's just a bit of bliss here. I know I've mentioned pills before on the blog, and they're one of the things I'm really fascinated by, and I still want to research. I'd love to do a book proper on them. It seems to be a word that was introduced by the Normans, and the meaning would appear to be a winding tidal inlet. So you can see the tide is, you can see it on there's flower petals and other bits on the river there flowing up, so you can see it's tidal. And when the tide has gone out here, we'll be actually sitting in mud. There'd only be a small little stream pulling across. Anyway, it's only a short little video. but just to give you a sense of how magical the rivers are and the waters are around Waterford, and I'd say all around the country. We should be cherishing them, absolutely cherishing them, instead of using them as sewers. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I couldn't find the lime kiln. There doesn't seem to be any kind of hint, or I know where they are, but there's nothing in terms of getting into them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back again in another week's time, please God.